And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Watson dishes to Mahinmi. Feeds it to Watson. George against Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. And good on the basket. Book it.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
And Augustine kicks to Bargnani. Here's the floater. Pacers trail by 12. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Mahinmi kicks to Matthews. Sinks the triple. Matthews has got 10 points in the game.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
They set the screen. Defended by West. Now here's Barnes. Now the pass to Jay. Shoots the 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Dishes to George. And that one's good. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Jay, and the Knicks good for 2.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
A different look for New York. Smith checked in for Bargnani, and it's Larkin in for Augustine. And on your screen now are the Steel Eaters from the small forward spot. In the regular season, a very strong defensive group, to say the least. In the third spot, Paul George.
You know, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players because they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
And they're not just good on-the-ball defenders. They'll torment the players they're not guarding. A lot of those steals are the result of passes he gets his hands on away from the ball.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Jay. J.R. Smith on the wing. Here's Larkin. He's covered by Watson. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. Allison comes in for West, and it's Perry Jones in for Wesley Matthews.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand, Jim. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. The Knicks making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in. To the inside. New York moving the ball around. And Hibbert with the block. And here's Watson. Right side, Jones. Clock at 6. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Watson's got 4 assists now tonight.
So I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Here's Larkin. He has 6. Outside jumper. 11 feet away. Kept alive by New York. Pass to Jay. He kicks to Larkin. And the Knicks miss again. Pacers trail by 7. Here's George. Puts up the baby hook. That misses off the backboard.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
The shot's good from Jay.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Pacers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Watson with it. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Watson's got 6.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
The pass to Jay. Kicks to Larkin. The 3. The Pacers pull it in. Hibbert's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now Watson. He's got 6. There's a screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Here's Hardaway. Can't hit. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Knicks lead by 7. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.